We are here at Rambler Road Park. This is the beginning of the boardwalk. Obviously it's not the wood plank boardwalk, but as you can see, it starts off as concrete. Great for your bikes, jogging, rollerblading. This is going to take you up as you move north. This will take you up past the convention center, up onto the boardwalk, and then when you get around up into the Wildwoods, it's about 2.5 miles of the wood plank boardwalk, which will take us up into the Anglesey section of North Wildwood, down, so it's right around 13th, 14th Street, comes back down into the bike path, up into the seawall, right around the corner of 2nd and JFK, and the seawall takes you up into Anglesey. Seawall goes past the lighthouse, but this is the beginning of it all in the south end in Wildwood Crest at Rambler Road Park. As you can see, there's quite a few bikers that come up in through here into this area, and they could head northward, without the means of any traffic or anything like that, riding up next to them. So here we are in Wildwood Crest. Again, we're down at the Rambler Road Park. Beautiful gazebo behind me, the beginning of the south end of the boardwalk. Concrete section though, not the actual plank. You want to walk a little bit down there, or? I was going to say, it's funny because we're in Wildwood Crest, but with regards to the Wildwoods, like the Wildwoods, they ended up getting the name, the Wildwoods, before the Baker brothers started purchasing up all and developing all the land in the 1890s. It was actually more trees and overgrown than anything else than a beach. And actually the Native Americans that lived here and the early pioneers of the area were the only ones that could really get to this section of what they now refer to as the Wildwoods. So it actually came about because of just the dense growth of everything that was here, with trees, weeds, you name it. I mean, it was here, and you really could not access it unless you're Native Americans and those early pioneers before the Baker boys started developing it in the early 1890s. So a little bit of a tidbit of where the Wildwoods actually originated from, that name. Just a tidbit. Useless knowledge up here, just useless. Actually we're still on the southern end of the boardwalk, still concrete, no wood yet. Off to my right here is the Wildwood Convention Center. As you can see, the Wildwood sign right behind me. As we move further north on the boardwalk, you'll see that the boardwalk itself has over 100 rides, entertainment places on the piers. In 1969, Morey's Pier started operations, so there's 3 of those, as I said, with over 100 different types of rides and entertainments there. And they also have 2 beachfront water parks. So we're actually now at the end of the boardwalk, the planked boardwalk. We started actually all the way down on Rambler at Rambler Park, and now we're up around 15th Street. The great thing with this section, with this part of the boardwalk in North Wildwood on 15th Street, is you have the lifeguard stand, which also, of course, has restrooms and things like that. So you don't always necessarily have to troop all the way back to your house if you're down at the beach for the day. You've got the restrooms and things like that. You do have Montego Bay, which is a hotel indoor water park, which is great in the winter time, which is up on 18th Street. And then you do have some, actually, which you don't see a lot of, we do have some condos, so you do have living above some of the stores on this end of North Wildwood. When we were down in Wildwood by the convention center, you really didn't see any of that down there. So what you'll notice here, now we're all the way down on like 4th Street. So with all of our drone shots and all of our beach shootings, unfortunately for North Wildwood, we're here on 4th Street, you've got a bulkhead. As you can see, the beach comes, as the tide starts to come in, it comes way up, and when you get towards 3rd, I mean, you haven't seen anything like that in the Crest or Wildwood. You lose the beach here at 2nd, 3rd, and some of 4th Street as you start to head down, 4th, even in 5th. So lost a lot of beach here on the north side of North, in the north end of North Wildwood. They're still free. Beautiful beach. This is the continuation of, you come down, you've got your bike path. It comes down towards 6th Street, then you can just come right up here, continue. And then right down there, the last gazebo is the beginning of the seawall. and you can take that all the way up into Anglesey. Biking, jogging, running, rollerblades. I'm not too hip on skateboards, but yeah, those means of transportation for North Wildwood. And that's the end of the boardwalk.
Any last thoughts about the Wildwood Boardwalk?
I think it's a great time anytime, whenever you're up there. There is so much to do. Again, you've got 3 piers with rides, games, and lots of different rides, man. You've got the 2 water parks, but a couple different roller coasters. I think there's 7 roller coasters on the boardwalk. So you've got excitement. You want that fear factor. It's got it all on the boardwalk, that's for sure. Good eats too. Sam's Pizza. Everyone comes down for Sam's Pizza.